Happy Thursday! Hi, she's Chrissy.
She's Sissy.
And we're
Chrissy&Sissy.
Okay, so before we start out, let's just thank our subscribers. Some of you that have subscribed, we appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
I mean, how do you feel about the great response we had with the first video?
It was overwhelming. Did not really expect that many people to literally view it, but you all did, and we greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Did you already say greatly?
I say greatly.
Greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, I bet the ones watching now, they like, wait, what other video?
Yeah,
it's
another video.
So go watch that one first before you watch this one. And the ones who did watch it going, we get another video?
Yes.
Yes. This is actually will be our official Sister Talk Thursday. So we're excited for Sister Talk Thursday. So this is our Sister Talk Thursdays. And there's more to come. Will they get a video on Sunday?
Oh.
Or will they get one on
Tuesday?
So just be on the lookout until we
get one.
Finish rolling everything out. But yes, happy Thursday. I hope you're watching this in the comfort of wherever you are, at your desk at work. We'll get back to that later. But at home, eating a bowl of ice cream. That sounds good right now. Also, before we get started, I want to thank those who share our video. And I want to give a special shout out to Jamil Grant. I hope I'm saying your name right.
Jamil Grant. He's a chef or something.
Yeah, so basically I see his stuff on Instagram and stuff. He's on Instagram and Facebook at the Butter Joint. I hope I'm saying that right, but I'll put it down here. And so basically he has food. Basically, like, his food looks very delicious. It's like, I wish I had like a picture to show you, but like his food, maybe you can see that. Yeah, his food looks very delicious. Yeah, and I never got a chance to try it, but he's in Memphis, so you know.
We're coming to Memphis soon,
Jamil Grant. The Butter Joint.
When we come to Memphis, we're gonna look you up.
We'll look you up. We can finally get some food. But I want to thank you for sharing it, because I didn't ask him to share it, and I don't even know him personally, but I just want to do that special shout out.
Thank you for your support.
All right, so you want to talk about the video for today?
Okay, so today we're going to talk about I felt like giving up.
Yeah.
That's the video for today. I actually, literally, not me, somebody I know, actually felt like giving up. And so if you want to know more, stay tuned.
So the video, I felt like giving up, and this is, in the first video, we learned how to be transparent in our editing. We really learned how to be transparent. And so basically, this is a real story time that recently happened. Basically, I was in a situation, and I basically was done. I was like, I called my mom, I called my friend. I was like, I'm done. I told somebody who was next to me, I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I got X, Y, and Z in provision. I'm going to just enjoy my time. And I honestly felt at peace. I was like, yes, you know, I don't have to be concerned with this situation anymore. And so on my way home, I'm just like, yeah, I did it. And I remember my best friend was just like, I could tell in her voice, like, she was like, what is she doing? Like, she's not thinking at all. And so I'm on my way home. Literally, I'm driving. And I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, yep, I'm so done with this situation. I ain't looking back. I'm doing it. I'm telling about, y'all, I was just ready. I mean, everybody agreed with me. Nobody was saying, no, don't do that. I'm doing like this. And I get a buzz. Look, I'm holding my phone. I get a buzz. I look on my watch. And who is it but her? And she sent me this like long text messages. She was just like, just felt like saying this, or just felt the need to say this. And I'm gonna let her really explain that part, because after I saw it, I was like, friend, hold on, because immediately it was like, who's she been talking to? And I'm texting. I'm like, who you talking to? You know, who you been talking to today? And she was like, nobody. I called her. I'm sorry. Yeah. I called her, and I was just like, because I just felt the need to, like, okay, what just happened. And so I felt like this opportunity, this moment was good to share.
And I know
Like
my shirt is not fixed right.
it's I felt like this opportunity just kind of threw me off. But I
It's
felt
alright.
like this opportunity was a good one to like just talk about the situation, everything that just happened, and why we're sisters, not biological sisters, but sisters. So go ahead and talk about what you sent in your side.
I was gonna tell a whole. I was gonna do like a whole fairy tale story, but at any rate, I was just sitting in her favorite chair, in my family room. She has like a favorite chair in the family room that she sits in. Every single time she comes, for whatever reason, I was sitting in it, and it was just like all of a sudden, it was like I started thinking about her, which is not kind of like a normal thing. I mean, it's like I think about her during the day, but it's not like that heavy. So it's kind of like thinking about it. So I was like, well, just let me just shoot her an encouraging text message, just to say, hey, just felt the need to let you know that all things works out for your good. You have the greater one on the inside of you, um, and all of this and all of that. So I shot her that text message, and then she calls. And then she's like, how did you know this was going on? Blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, I just felt that I needed to just send you a few words of encouragement. So that kind of like, what's the word? Clarify? No. Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed.
That kind of like confirmed the bond that me and her have. Because it was like, just like an unintentional thing. I didn't realize what was going on. So, but I think that the moral of the story is that in life, if you're going through things, whether it be on your job, whether it be in church, whether it be in your relationships, wherever it is, every single time giving up is not the answer. Sometimes just like a quick stop and pause and just say, hey, look, I'm just going to walk away from this for today, revisit it, kind of like go home, pray about it, think about it, calm down before you actually react to that situation. That's just what I think. And I think that, a misconception that we have because we feel like I'm saved, I'm in the church, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, nothing bad is going to happen to me. We're quick to say the devil is a lie. That's not going to happen to me. Nobody ever told you that things would not happen. I mean, if we did not experience things, if we did not go through stuff, how would we know that God was God if He was not there to bring us out of these situations? So we just have to just kind of like just think and just activate our faith and just know that whatever our situation is, He is going to bring us out every time. May not seem like it, but He's going to bring us out every time. And sometimes our tests and our trials are there for a reason. Maybe there's a lesson. Yeah.
A lesson.
There's a lesson. And that, whenever I get a chance to teach again, I'm going to teach it. There's a lesson in the storm. It's a lesson in it. It's up to us to learn it and apply it to our lives.
Amen. That wasn't even a note. There's a lesson in
In
our
the
storm.
storm.
And me as a witness, I'm just going to be very transparent. I'm going through not just one storm. I'm going through several storms right now in my life. And because of the whole non-disclosure, I won't say, but basically almost every aspect of my life, there's a storm. And I'm just being honest. Like, I felt like giving up. And I said, I'm going to give up on this situation. And the day before, I was like, okay, I understand I'm going through this. This person just going to be like this. I'm just have to grin and bear it and pray through it. Pray my way through it. And then that happened. I was like, I'm just done. And then after I got that under control, and I was like, okay, well, I'm strong. I'm more than a conqueror. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do my due diligence, and I'm going to go home, and that's what I'm going to do. And then next thing you know, something happened again at the same situation, and I was like, why does this keep happening? And I feel sometimes I kind of taught about this one time in the Bible study. A Bible study, I was just like, you know, you have tests, and me, as I work in education, tests get harder, but tests get stronger. You cannot give a 12th grader a kindergarten test. They pass.
You can't give a kindergartner a 12th grade test.
Yeah. So God is
Yeah.
really not going to give you something that you're not ready for, and then vice versa. He's not going to give you something that you already prepared for. You know,
Right.
I look at some situations where my patients, I was able to handle this much, and now I went through testing and trials, I'm able to handle this much. It's the same thing with backbiting. People talking about you. People have a smart mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even in my little situation, you know, I'm used to a person, okay, I got used to you rolling your eyes, and so now I'm at the test, I'm getting used to you trying to mess with the people around me, seeing that's going to throw me off, but it's not. And since you brought up something when it came to about church, and I don't know, I just felt led to keep talking about that because we are a Christian lifestyle channel.
Right.
We encourage church. And you were saying something earlier when we was preparing, you was just like something about the church and how I think people also forget that you get hurt in the church.
Yeah. I mean, what I was basically saying is, even though we feel like that the church, even though the church should be our safety blanket, all the time it does not work out that way. The church is not always going to be your... It could seem like that when you're in church, like everybody and everything that happens in the church, everybody is against you. You can't do anything right. It can even get to the point where you feel like, hey, look, I'm tired. I go here every time they have service, every time they have an event, every time there's an activity, every time there's something. I'm there on this day. I spend the majority of my time at church. It's work, church at home. That's all I do. And then these people don't appreciate what I'm doing. But then we have to realize, am I doing it for the people at the church, or am I doing it for God? Just to be a little bit transparent, I had to get to the point to where I had to pray and I had to ask God to deliver me from people.
Yeah.
So when you get to the point where you need to be delivered from people, God has delivered you from what people say about you, what people think about you. You can walk around and you can be confident in being the best you that you can be. You're confident in your walk with Christ. You're saved. You're doing the will of God. And that's the only thing that matters. Because there's a lot of people that may not agree with what I'm doing. A lot of people may say, look at them earrings she got on. They dangling all down. But is that really something to pick at somebody about?
Yeah. And
But you have that in church, on your job,
when
in
you're
your house.
doing right, I feel like in the end time you're doing right, the enemy uses every tool against you.
Exactly.
With me, and I'm just being transparent, being a classroom teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I have to realize, you know, when they act up, that's not them, because that's not what their parents taught them. Or
No.
their parents, like, that's just not them. That's just, the enemy use every which way. Sometimes if I gotta hug them and hug it out of them and just still show I love them, or don't show them that I'm getting off my rocker or anything like that. And then even with church, and I think that's why we need to do a story time of like first impressions of each other and really my side, because
Oh my Lord.
I really do feel like what she went through is what I kind of had to go through, where I was in ministry when I was younger. I'm 25, so when I was like 21 years old and I first like started ministry, because I think I want to focus on those who go into church. You get saved, you get in church, you find something you love to do. I encourage, you know, exercising your gift. But then when you exercising your gift and you're in ministry, it is not all rainbows and sunshines and happy and everybody gonna be like, yes, yes, yes. When you get appointed, everybody's like, yes. And then you look around, you like, when you need help or something like that, you know, it's like nobody's around. And not saying that people purposely try to do that, but, or, you know, like the group I'm over, I tell them, You go out there and you minister, you dance for the Lord, you mime for the Lord. Whether nobody get up, whether nobody clap. Because this has been situations like that. But me as a teacher, I notice, and so I'm supportive. And then I may look around, but my children don't even notice it. They go, oh, they did this, but we out there, we doing it for the Lord. So I think I had a big issue with that, and that's why I did give up the first time I was ever in ministry and over something. I gave up completely, and I should say God has a sense of humor, because I told everybody, I was like, I want to come. In my head, I was like, I want to come back, but I'm like, I'm gonna come back after I do school and stuff. Lord had me, I'm in school doing it's full. I wish I could do full time ministry, working, going to school, in ministry, in several different auxiliaries, and being helps. I like to use that word now, and being helps. But yeah, it gets tough, and I think those if you're not saved, or even if you're like, well, they say in the church a baby saint, or you're new and this is you starting your walk with God, you know, I just believe in being transparent and going, you know, but it's not about it's not going to be all peaches, and that's what your walk is. And I hear this question like, so do Christians cry? Yes. I'm just being transparent. I if I go in my closet, my prayer closet, get a blanket, cover up, I'm in there just crying to the Lord, because there's so much going on, because I'm walking around and I have, you know, this countenance about me, or I have this face where I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm real good at doing that. Hey, how you doing? But at night it's like, you know, it's just cry. And, you know, but you gotta recognize the tricks of the enemy. Like, you said something about your earring, but I don't know, maybe there's some seasoned saints watching. If you know, the enemy will have somebody coming in for your earring.
Mm-hmm.
Your earring. Legit.
I mean, and it hurts you so much because you're wholeheartedly going to church. You're wholeheartedly working in the ministry. You're just giving it your all, and then all of a sudden, somebody. I mean, you get backlash about something that you're like.
And I'm like, I'm serving God.
I'm serving God. I'm doing
yeah.
I'm doing His will. I'm not doing this for.
I could be doing anything else, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not doing this for self-glory.
I love to see, and this brings up another good point in talking about that, where I feel like when people get saved, I feel like as saints, sometimes we put an unrealistic expectation on people, and when people who want to do right, they think they come in, oh, I can't listen to this type of music anymore, or I only got to listen to gospel, Miranda Curtis, you know, all the greatest artists. Because I really recently found out that a young man asked that question, was like, you still listen to this music and stuff like that? I know somebody very young in the ministry want to do right, but I think it really done, I think that was like, I can't listen to, I'm not talking about like derogatory music, but you know, like the happy song with Pharrell.
Oh,
like
man,
stuff like that.
Song.
You know, as long as it's, somebody says something good, like as long as it's not derogatory, you know, it's uplifting. Cause that's music I listen to that get me pumped up in the day, or something that have like a little beat to it or something like that. And you know, people give up when they feel like, oh, I can't do that. It's so many no. And then you think about it, who wants to be a Christian? I think about
Christianity.
I was thinking about the question we was talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
The last time was like, what is Christianity? And we both agree it's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. It's a lifestyle.
If you're going through something, I'm gonna let her really take it over, because she's the evangelist. And
I'm the evangelist.
She's the evangelist. I'm just aspiring.
She is an evangelist. She has full-fledged evangelist license. But anyway, yeah, we just want to just encourage you all to just continue to walk in His Word, continue to do your daily studying, continue your prayer life, And don't get caught up in what people say about you. I'm not saying that it don't hurt. I'm not saying that you're not gonna cry. I'm not saying that it's gonna I mean really like break your heart to where I mean like people. There's a book that I read a long time ago, and the title of the book is Church Folks. I mean, and it is I'll show it to you. The title of the book is Church Folks, and it was written by I'll tell you later. Maybe we'll put the link in
the description box.
Yeah. About if you need that book, because it talks about how people talk about you in the church. In the church. So you're thinking that I should be coming up against these types of things at work, school, other places, but not at church. Anyway, thank you all for watching.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you all for watching. I know the first video everybody was kind of like laughing because they were getting to know us, but this is just Sister Talk, and this is just something that we wanted to bring forth and share. If you have anything that you would like for us to talk about, please comment down below or follow us on our many social media sites. We have Instagram and Twitter, Chrissy&Sissy, and of course YouTube. We want you to subscribe, and what says hit that
subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Bing. And like us and follow us on YouTube.
That little bell thingy. Yeah. Hit that too.
Like and follow us on Facebook. I almost said YouTube at Chrissy and Sissy. So Chrissy and Sissy, YouTube and Facebook. And
the and symbol. Don't look for the. Look for the and.
The and symbol. Yeah, it's hard to find our YouTube channel right now, but the more subscribers that we get and the more people watching videos, it's going to be easy to find. But that's why we're going to link everything on our different social media sites. So please, any topics that you want to be that you want discussed, that you want discussed on Chrissy&Sissy, link them. Do whatever you can.
Put in the
comments, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of them. Yes. So thank you again. And that is all.